Peace and bliss, family. What's up? What it is? What it do? This is your girl, Goddess Mystic, and I'm coming through with a collective message for today. This is gonna be a conversation, almost like a dialect between you, your true self versus your shadow self. Okay, and this, I feel like when I talk about true self, we're also going to be coming up against the ego as well, because ego has a lot of influence in this as well. And I'll let you guys know whenever ego definitely decides to come in. But what I'm seeing so far is that you and shadow, you guys are very separated right now, and it's almost like a disconnection. And I feel like your shadow self really wants you to learn how to be connected into one, so that you guys could be on one accord and also be, it's like, so things can play out more smoothly into your life. Yes, I see you, Spirit. So if you are new to my channel, go ahead. Don't play with yourself, honey. Hit that subscribe button right there below. Or you could just wait to the end of the video and click that subscribe button. It's not going to take you anywhere unless you decide to click on another video, which is going to be at the end. You know what I'm saying? If you are already subscribed and you guys are returning, what's up, family? Welcome back. I appreciate you guys so much. I would just like to say how much I really appreciate you guys. Like, you guys have really been coming through and, bringing me so much inspiration. And, I'm always like, I want to know, like, what else can I do to help my collective grow more spiritually, help them connect with themselves more and get in tune with themselves, so that they're, they are able to manifest, the life of their dreams, and it's really about having that connection within yourself, so you can know, like, how you are really being guided, and, when you are really being guided, when your soul is really talking to you and what your soul is saying to you. So anyway, we're going to do this reading really quick. Like, guys, 222 just popped up, but I just want you guys to know that if you guys would like to donate to this channel, my link is definitely, my Cash App link information is definitely in the description box below. It is not required, but it is greatly appreciated. Also, if you guys would like to shop with your girl, my shop information is also in the description below. I'm going to be adding new items, and I'm going to be coming back on here to show you guys what's going to be added. I can't wait to come through and show you, because, that's also going to be the announcement that I'm going to be making about what I'm going to be doing for my subscribers. So I hope you guys are ready for that, and I hope you guys enjoy. Also, this ring, I have a link down below with where you can get the ring, as well as a discount code. Ooh, I know we like discounts. I got it. And then, last thing, you guys can email me if you like, because I know sometimes things are a bit personal. You don't really want to be seen, because some people actually do have, like, accounts with their real names on here. 333 just popped up, and I know it's like there's like a certain presence that you either want to have or you just don't want people in your business. I get it. You can email me. Talk to me, honey. I definitely email back, and I love communication. So hit your girl up. So before we get into this reading, I just like to let you guys know that this is a very general reading for the collective, and I would just like to say, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm going to be tapping into definitely different energies, because, like I said, this is going to be a conversation between you and your shadow self, and don't try to embody something that does not resonate with you. It does not, fit your story. If it don't fit, it ain't your shit. That's right. So anyway, I like to tell all my folk, my people, and my family before we get started, honey, I am only a messenger, okay? So do not shoot me. If you have any problems, you take that up with spirit. I love saying that, because it's just like, But yeah, y'all, let's get into this, though. We're going to start off with you. Who is the collective? Who are they? Who are my collective people? Who are they as the true self? Who is the true self? Show me, Spirit, who is the true self? Who is the true self? The true self. Who is the true self? The true self. Show me, who's the collective? Show me, Spirit. Collective, you could be someone who is afraid to take risks with this Fool coming up in reverse. You could be someone who it's like you guys, yeah, it's like you guys avoid taking risks because you don't want to step into the unknown. It's like you don't really like stepping into the unknown. You like to know what you're getting yourself into before you decide to take some type of action into it. And I feel like that really takes a lot of joy away from your life. It's like you guys don't have pleasantries because you don't really know how to have fun. With this Prince of Cups, I feel like you guys don't really know how to balance out like giving versus giving versus receiving with this Prince of Cups. And it's like you really don't have any boundaries when it comes to people. You don't really know how to set boundaries with this Prince of Cups. And it's like you really don't know how to truly express yourself when it comes to other people, like allowing them to get into your space and into your energy. You got the Princess of Swords. This is definitely giving me like self-expression. It's like you guys hold a lot in because I feel like you guys don't really want to hurt other people's feelings, or maybe you are afraid to get your feelings hurt. You don't like being vulnerable to people. You don't like showing people your authentic self. And I feel like this causes a lot of haywire on you. You guys could be like people who it's like you don't really like to think about certain things. Like you don't really take the time to think about how certain things affect your life or how things could affect your life. With the Seven of Swords coming out in reverse, you don't really give yourself enough time to reflect on things and situations. And I feel like you guys could be ignoring certain callings that you have with this Judgment coming up. Or you guys could be extremely judgmental on others. It's like you make decisions based off of the judgment of others. Now, who is Shadow? Who is the collective shadow self, Spirit? Show me. We got Mommy, which is the Empress. That is upright. Who is the shadow as a collective? Who is collective shadow, Spirit? Show me. Who is shadow? I feel like your shadow could be someone who is very comforting for you, or who would like to be comforted and nurtured. It's like someone is almost calling out to you as a child. It's like someone who wants, look at that, someone who wants your attention. Shadow could really like having attention. Shadow could like having nurturedness. It's like, or being nurtured. Shadow loves love. We got Stoicism, Indonesia Kari with Omo Cutlass at the end. I'm trying to get it. Omo Cutlass. So I feel like Shadow is someone who really just wants you to surrender to what really, what happens. Because I feel like Shadow always takes the fall for everything. You know what I'm saying? It's like Shadow is always the one to blame. And I kind of feel like Shadow is like your shame. Your shadow is your shame. Your shadow is like your guilt, your regrets, your worries. And yeah, with this Onijikari, it's like shadow is literally, it's like the blame. Shadow feels like everything is, it's Shadow's fault. It's like Shadow always takes the downfall, the blame. Shadow is always the one that's, how do they say it? It's like the one that's put under put under the bus. But shadow is also the one who sees truth in everything. Shadow sees through people. Shadow sees through everything. And shadow is not really someone who is on the surface, and shadow doesn't want you to see them as someone who is on the surface. Shadow is really just like someone who wants to play and have fun. What are collective's limitations? What are collective's limitations, Spirit? Show me. What are collective's limitations, Spirit? Show me. I just heard waking up. Something about y'all seeing whoa. The Hermit. Waking up, seeing the truth, seeing the light within yourself. Whoa. The Hermit card is your limitation. It's like you guys aren't truly connected with yourself. And I feel like somebody doesn't really know the steps to take. But in reality, 1122, there is no steps to take when it comes to connection with yourself, because we all have our own unique paths. We all require different things when it comes to ourselves. What are shadows? Look at me about to say shadow. What are the collective's limitations? I gotta get the words out. 1144. I feel like you guys are really stuck in the material world. It's like no, I do practice spirituality, or I do connect with myself, but it's like, in what ways you connect with yourself are only of the material. You actually don't take the time to sit down with this Ace of Wands coming in reverse. You don't take the time to sit down and really dig deep within yourself as yourself would like you to. You focus more on how you are perceived instead of how you truly feel. And I feel like some of you guys could not actually have that feeling of, it's like you lack that feeling of feels, is what I'll say. It's like you lack the feeling of how to feel. Like you don't really know how to truly feel the energy, or like understand the energy that you are feeling. With the Strength card, it's really given like your limits are, you are the only person, like you are the person that holds yourself back. With this Strength card, it's like you try to shut yourself up or shut yourself down when it's time for you to be courageous, and you don't really allow yourself to take the initiative that you should. You have the ability to be completely spiritual, but I feel like you focus so much on the material works instead of the energy itself. It's like something is almost being completed, but I feel like every time you get to that section 1331, every time you get to that section, you kind of deter yourself or distract yourself from fully completing something. And so you stay in this energy to where you have to either start over or try to come back and complete it again. What are shadows limitations, Spirit? Show me. What are shadows limitations? Somebody doesn't complete things when they're supposed to, or don't really know how to complete things. Shadows limitations. We got this 3 of Calabash, Kadara in reverse, 6 of Wands, and then we got Soul in reverse. I feel like Shadow probably doesn't do well when it comes to sharing with others. That's like your shadow side. It's like Shadow doesn't really like being surrounded by other people either. I feel like Shadow has this this energy of, I don't like being surrounded in others' energy. I don't want to be surrounded in the energy of others, because it's kind of given like, I just want it to be you and I, like that type of connection. Shadow doesn't like the outside influences, the third party influences. This Kadara in reverse is really given like, Shadow doesn't like being at fault, and Shadow doesn't like, it's like Shadow doesn't like being shut out. Shadow doesn't not like not having or giving like the credit to them, because Shadow feels like you only credit them or discredit them when things go wrong, or you blame them for the reason, the cause of things going wrong in your life, when in reality Shadow is the one who helps you get out of certain situations, and Shadow is the reason why certain situations happen for you. Shadow's limitations is showing up for you because you don't allow Shadow to do so. And then we have the Six of Wands. Shadow could be afraid of being like recognized or seen as something higher than you. It's like Shadow doesn't I already said that Shadow doesn't really like all the attention. But I feel like, I want to say that Shadow doesn't like being recognized, but Shadow does like being recognized. It's just that the way that you do it, it's like Shadow doesn't like being put on the spot. Shadow doesn't like to be the center of attention. And Shadow's limitations are just the fact that they're not seen as the light. Shadow doesn't even think Shadow itself is the light. Shadow feels like they are not the light. Their limitation is that they're always being pronounced or seen as darkness. How does the collective feel about Shadow, Spirit? Show me. How does the collective feel about Shadow? Show me. I just heard steer away. What else we got? How does collective feel about Shadow? Steer away. We got the Seven of Wands in reverse, the Three of Cups in reverse, the Ace of Cups, and then we got the Ten of Cups. So automatically what I'm picking up on, and with the Prince of Pentacles in reverse, it's like, collective, you feel as if Shadow is a part of you that is not orderly to a certain extent, and you feel like Shadow could be the cause of the reason why you don't have friends, or it's like you don't have certain relationships. You feel like Shadow is the reason why certain relationships don't really go well within your life, or maybe it's because you don't attract healthy relationships, and you feel like Shadow is it's almost like Shadow is blocking you. Shadow isn't really doing the job of protecting you, or you feel unprotected because of Shadow. It's like you feel vulnerable. You feel open and unguarded when Shadow is around. And you feel extremely emotional, like overstimulated emotionally when Shadow is around. You feel like Shadow could be very draining to your energy, could be like, too emotionally stimulating, and you feel like you should not have to. It's like, I heard that, yeah, I hear like it's a piece of work. It's like somebody feels like it's too much work to be working on, or it's too much to try to make this connection. It's like you feel as if the connection isn't working because why? Why do they feel like the connection isn't working? Because it's a disconnection. It's like, what's the why? What's the reason? I said, what's the why? What's the reason why collective feels this way about shadow? I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all. This might turn out to be pretty long, but I don't know. Why does the collective feel like there's a disconnection? Why do you feel like it's a disconnection, collective, between you and shadow? Someone doesn't want to work on it. It's like someone is being stubborn. Someone doesn't pay enough attention. Justice in reverse, along with the Six of Wands. Because every time you feel like it's an injustice to try, you feel like, I don't know, you feel like something unfair has happened. When every time you try to bring harmony in the situation, something something unfair happens. Or it just seems to just bring more imbalance out. It's like you feel like it's not meant to be you feel like it's not meant to be balanced. How does shadow feel about collective? How does shadow feel about collective? Y'all. Shadow going in. Look at me, shadow going in. How does shadow feel about collective, spirit? I need one more card if y'all don't mind. How does shadow feel about collective? Tell me, shadow, what you feeling? How are you feeling? Uh-oh. They like, oh, you want more? I'm not even gonna lie, I'm getting like this overbearing energy of someone who just wants to like have a freaking outburst. And I kid you not, I did a reading yesterday and I feel like the same messages are coming out. But I didn't post it because as I was doing the reading, the freaking camera turned off and I was just like, I'll do it again. All right, here we go. We got the Ten of Kyrie. Shadow feels like collective is very materialistic. Collective only thinks about and focuses on things in the material world. Collective only thinks about manifesting things materialistically instead of working on us. Collective is not willing to change the things that she or he knows they need to change because collective is so focused on what other people think about them and how other people view them. Collective hides themselves and collective tries to keep me hidden, is what Shadow was saying. They try to hide me. Collective tries to keep me hidden. We got Conjure in reverse. This is why collective is not able to truly manifest anything that they want. They try to be very deceptive and deceiving and manipulating to make it seem as if they are perfect, but they are not. They try to manipulate me and make me be quiet, but in result, I rage. Conqueror. You see that rage? In result, I rage. I show them who I really am. Shadow feels like there are some things that you need to change about your emotions. You have a lot of negative thoughts about your own shadow, and shadow says, all I want to do is offer them this emotional fulfillment. But they're not being reciprocal with me. Shadow is hurt because I feel this deep sorrow in my heart. It's like pain, it's grudges, it's like resentment, almost as if Shadow is and I was about to say Shadow is very dark right now, and Shadow is saying like the reason why you feel this is because this is where I have been. Woo! Shadow. I'm sorry, y'all. Whoa, that's deep. I'm so sorry. Y'all need to connect with Shadow, please. Oh my gosh. Anything else you want to say? Shadow. Shadow is hurt. And Shadow says, you cannot convince anyone that I am not a part of you. Who are you trying to convince? How is collective's life influenced by Shadow? Spirit, show me. How is collective's life influenced by shadow, spirit? Show me. All right. Collective. Right now, your life is influenced. We got the 7 of Cups in reverse. We got the 10 of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Death card, and then we got the Sun in reverse. And right under that, and I know I'm about to say, I feel like the Sun, I'm going to get to that. So we got the 7 of Cups in reverse. Your life is influenced by shadow. I feel like you really be trying to block shadow, because this 7 of Cups is in reverse is someone who doesn't really want to take the time to think about the emotions that they are feeling right now. This is someone who tries to block out the feelings, the emotions. And it's like, look at that. You try to, just how Shadow said, it's like you try to show one thing, but you're feeling a whole nother thing. You know, and you feel what shadow is saying to you. And it's like you feel your shadows coming up against you, but do you communicate these things? It's time for you to communicate. I feel like shadow brings in a lot of clarity to you. And I feel like you guys go in some type of cycle of back and forth, like dealing some back and forth communication, because you're not really allowing shadow to speak through you during the times that shadow really needs to. This Ace of Pentacles is like, influential wise, shadow could be like your jump start to creating new things. Shadow is like the spark of creation, a manifestation that you have within your life, but you put it behind you and you put it on the back burner. It's like you turn your back to the light, which could be shadow, but you're not allowing shadow to come out. Death, it's like a lot of things are released. Shadow is death. Like shadow is the rebirth, the change that you really need within your life, but you have to allow shadow to take the seat, take the driver's seat sometimes, and you sit down in the passenger seat. And I hear shadow like, yeah, she always want to drive. They always want to drive. With this Sun in reverse, this is really saying that you're not, it's something that you're not seeing. This is something that you are really being blinded to. And because of that, you will always continue to repeat this cycle with this emotional roller coaster with you and your shadow until you allow shadow to come through. How is shadow influenced by collective, spirit? Show me. How is shadow influenced by collective? Shadow, I hear shadow saying like let down. Shadow feels let down. And you basically feel everything that shadow feels. So when shadow feels let down, you feel let down. What else you got for me, shadow? How is shadow influenced by collective, spirit? Ooh, I just heard ghosted. Ghosted. You ghosted shadow. How is shadow influenced by collective, spirit? Show me. Talk to me, shadow. Shadow say you be trying to regulate things that don't even need no type of regulation. It's like, what else we got, Shadow? It's like you try to it's like you try to manage things. You try to micromanage things, and that's how things go wrong. That's why things go wrong in a situation, because you try to be so controlling when it's not even necessary or required for you to take control over. It's like time for you to just surrender sometimes to the lashes, the outbursts of your shadow, because I come out for your peace, is what Shadow was saying. I come out for your healing, is what Shadow was saying. I come out for you to notice what's really going on and what's going wrong in your life. I need a sip of water, because it's getting deep, y'all. And I feel this hurt, this pain. It's really deep in my heart. I feel it. Okay, so we got the Eliawo upright. The Ten of Cups upright. Eight of Swords in reverse. Bye-bye Cutlass. Huh. We got, what is that? Eight of Cups. Eight of Calabash. Three of Cowrie. Mm-hmm. Ashe of Cowrie in reverse. So I feel like Shadow is really like, Shadow is more so of the intuitive one, and Shadow feels like because of you, they are intuitive, but they have to hold back the things that they know because you shut them down, you shut them out. This 10 of Calabash is saying like Shadow is actually very abundant emotionally. Everything that you shut out of your life, you give to me. Everything that you ignore, you pass it over on me. It just comes to me. I have it. Shadow says, Shadow is not one of these type of people who is stuck or blocked mentally. Shadow is not some mentally unstable person that you view him or her as. Shadow knows. Shadow says, I know many things. I know many things, and many things may come off harsh and cut off, like cutthroat, because of how I was abused, how I was neglected, how I was walked away from. Shadow feels very empty on the inside. Shadow feels a bit soulless, if I may, because all Shadow wants to do is connect with you. Shadow wants to work with you. Shadow was saying we have the ability to work together for the better. But until then, there is no creation, and that's why I am feeling like I am feeling. Like, that's why there is this stuck feeling within me, within you, because we don't have the connection that we can have. Shadow says, because of you, I am able to work with you because of who you are, because of who I am. Because of you, I want to work with you. But if we cannot work together, we will not have anything. We will both be stuck. And that is materialistically speaking. How does collective work and deal with Shadow? How does collective work and deal with Shadow? I just hear like they don't. How does collective work and deal with Shadow? Collective, how do you work and deal with Shadow? Collective, tell me, speak to me, show me something. How do you work and deal with collective? I mean with Shadow. Oh, collective. Collective. You literally are saying what Shadow has. You literally. Hold on really quick, because I gotta stop this and come back on. I'm gonna come right back on. We're gonna finish this. All right, I'm back. So let me tell y'all something, collective. I'm shaking right now because the energy is surreal, and I'm feeling both of y'all energies. Collective. Let me get my energy right. We on collective side right now. We are on the collective side of the conversation. We got Princess of Cups. I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, but in this deck, this is my first deck that I've ever worked with, the orange cards, and this is also like this is like the light to me because this is my color. I hate this card. Y'all know I always got that card. I hate this card, collective. This card is so very sneaky. It's giving, how do you work with Shadow? It's like you go around the bush. It's like see, this is really giving like you just put all of your emotions on Shadow. You just pour it all out on Shadow and just like push it away. Like it's like it never existed. It's like you use shadow for your emotional baggage and your emotional dumping. Woo! Stop it. Now we just had the 9 of Cups upright. Look at where it is now. You are unwilling to work with shadow, and that's why you and the relationship between you and shadow are very incomplete. You lack compassion. You lack compassion and creativity with your own shadow. You're not willing to work with your shadow. You are not supportive of your shadow. You almost treat your shadow as if shadow doesn't exist. And that is why this is your energy. You are very emotionalist. You are cutthroat. That is why people view you as this. And I just heard evil. People view you as evil. Or they say like you're mean, you're rude, you're cutthroat. It's why you lash out on people so easily. That's why. What we got, Shadow? How does shadow work with the collective spirit? Show me. How does shadow work with the collective spirit? Show me. How does shadow work with the collective spirit? Shadow is very vengeful. Yes, shadow is very vengeful right now. I'm not even gonna lie. Yep. How does shadow work with collective spirit? Show me. Shadow is vengeful. 303. We got the 2 of Kyrie in reverse. Shadow says, I take away your balance. I make you feel imbalanced. Because of all the conflict that you cause me, I give it right back to you. I'm the reason why you go through all of this conflict, this instability. I give you everything that you give to me in the form of the material world. I make you feel conflicted with yourself. I am the reason. This is what Shadow was saying. Baba Kari coming out in reverse. I am the reason that you are unable to manifest. Everything that you possess, everything that you look and put on a pedestal, I take it. I take it away from you. I'm the very reason why you are not able to create the life that you really want to desire, because you ignore me. You ignore me. You abandon me. How dare you? Watch what I do for you. Watch what I do with you. The more you ignore me, the more the material, everything that you possess, everything that you desire, everything that you value over me, you lose. Sheesh. Shadow says, I work with you, but I only work with you on a mental level because I want you to see how your very thoughts and actions affect not only me, but you. I want to work with you with this 8 of Wands. And with this 8 of Wands, it's also given like things happen so quickly in your life. Things come and go so quickly in your life. I am that shift. I am the quickness. We are supposed to be like this together. We are one. But you ignore me. You invalidate me. You neglect me. And that is why you are forever deceived. Because you deceive me. You try to be sneaky with me. And this is why things sneakily happen for you. What's the messages from Shadow, Spirit? Show me. Messages from Shadow. Shadow is like, I trusted you. And you showed me more. 555. Shadow's like, I trusted you and you showed me more that I couldn't. Shadow is angry. Shadow is upset. Shadow is saying everything, like, I desired more from this. Shadow says that there is still hope with us. North Star coming up upright. Shadow says, you guys, we have so much to do. We have so much work to do. There is hope for us to come together as one, to work together. Together we are one, and together we are unstoppable. Woo! Together we are, what is the word? What am I looking for? Help me out, somebody. Help me out. Together we are success. We are the every achievement that you want. But you have to work with me, not against me. You have to work with me, not manage me. You don't rule me. We work together. We coexist. Uh-huh. Shadow says, just think about it. Think about how everything has been going in your life. Think about how every time you try to ignore me, what happens? Think about it. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I'm over here. I'm looking. Did something fall? Oh, no. It was just this card. Okay. Shadow said it's time to stop ignoring my feelings. It's time to stop ignoring your feelings, and we can make everything work. Any other messages you got, Shadow? Shadow says, I love you. I really love you, and I really want us to work this thing out. By us working things out, there will be justice. There will be balance. There will be so much justice. You will get your safety and security, but you just have to work with me. Look at this. You just have to find the balance between you and I. You have to see it. You have to see the light in me and the darkness in you. Oh, Shadow. Come through then. 808. That's karmic. That's reflection. 808. Shadow says you gotta reflect. You have to stop neglecting me. Stop making the wrong decisions. There will be accidents. You have made many mistakes, but you don't have to continue living with it. You don't have to continue living with it. Work through it. Baba Kane, work through it. You know what you have to do. You have the passion. I am the passion that you need. With me, you will have everything, all the passion, all the creativity. Just allow yourself to work with me. Allow yourself to work with me. I'm bored, not doing anything, not contributing to your life, which is our life. I am bored. I'm literally bored over here. And this is why you feel bored. This is why you feel neglected. This is why nothing ever works out for you. This is why you are on two ends of the road. When you feel conflicted within your energy and yourself, it's because this is how you are making me feel. 909. You have to stop. There has to be an ending to it. We have to create this life together. We are one. With us being one, we are together. Separated, we are nothing. We will always be in conflict if you choose to not change this. If you choose to not stop this, to put an end to this, we will always be in conflict. We have to work together. I am that spark. I'm that spice, that light that you are missing. I'm that spark that you are missing. Messages from collective to shadow. Messages from collective to shadow. I just hear somebody like, damn, I'm sorry. Messages from collective to shadow. Messages from collective to shadow. Shadow says write them as well. Like write them a note. Write them a letter. This is definitely like, yeah, I've made mistakes. I've chosen not to be vulnerable because I didn't want people to see me as someone vulnerable. I didn't want people to see me as someone who wasn't stable or someone who was very immature. I didn't want people to see me imbalanced, and I didn't know that causing imbalance between myself was causing imbalance between you. I didn't know that hiding my emotions I didn't know that hiding all of my emotions would result in you being affected. I want this balance. I feel you. Ooh, I feel you. I want this balance between us. You see that? I want this balance. We must balance to work out. We must. We must balance to work out. This is like really giving like I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop avoiding all of the conflicts with this tower coming in reverse. I'm gonna stop avoiding all the conflicts so we can manifest this abundance together. So we can co-create life together. So we can have harmony and balance. Yes, I'm loving this. Any other messages from collective to shadow? Spirit, show me. Any other messages from collective to shadow? We will change. Change will be made. You will no longer be hidden, shadow. You will no longer be hidden. I'm going to allow you to come and drive too. You can drive. You can drive the boat. Oh God. Ghost ride the whip. Ghost ride the whip. What else we got from collective spirit? Show me. I hear it. Together we are one. That's right, collective. No more resisting. No more resisting. No more resisting. This is what I had got the last time, how you block shadow out, but this is like right now, this is like, you know what? I'm going to see and realize my own blockages for myself. I'm going to see it. So what I would like to know right now, how can you improve your relationship? How can collective improve the relationship with shadow? Look at that. That came out again. Love is beautiful in all forms. How can collective improve the relationship with shadow, spirit? How can collective improve the relationship with shadow? Show me. How can collective improve the relationship with shadow, spirit? Show me. How can collective improve the relationship with shadow? Show me. First of all, I just hear shadow. Shadow, like, stop calling me shadow. I want a name. Stop calling me shadow. I want a name. Please give him a name. Well, which you want me to call you? Okay. So I'm like, how are we gonna? Whew. All right, messages. They said I could call him Shadow, but I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm disrespecting at this point. Shadow said give him or her another name. So look, this is what we got. We got the Five of Swords. The Queen of Swords. I feel like this is Shadow saying, when it's time to lash out, when it's time for me to come out, you let me come out. You let me come out. I understand that there are people that will be hurt, but at the same time, you need to understand that only by not expressing yourself, by not allowing me to be expressed, by not allowing me to be expressed, you are only hurt. You're going to hurt yourself more. It's time for you to realize, like, whose feelings do you want to hurt more, me or them? Shadow said it's time for us to start feeling and honoring our emotions ourselves. It's time for it. It's time to start feeling and honoring all of the emotions, the good, the bad, the up, the down. It's time. This Nine of Swords coming out. Shadow definitely says it's time to write some notes. It's time to separate yourself from all of the things that you. It's really giving like stop. Ooh, hold on, wait. Because come on out with the message. Okay, I hear you. Shadow was saying if you're gonna be like this, if you're gonna be in this energy to where you're saying fuck love, or if you're just like gonna be in this energy to where you don't want to be emotional or you just want to lash out, let me out too. Let me help you do this. We can do this thing together. You know what I'm saying? We can do this together. And look, at the end of the day, Shadow, like, I want to have fun too. Take me out sometimes too. I want to have fun too when you with your friends. Why I can't come out? Why you gotta hide me? Let me out too. Let me out too. It's time for you to embrace me. It's time for you to embrace me. I feel pain too. So why not let me come out as well? I want to have fun too. Shadow just wants a place. Shadow want to play his or her part. That's all Shadow wants. Anything else, Spirit? Shadow says it's time for my rage to come out. It's time for this anger to be released. It's time for everything to be at a balance, like, so we both can feel complete with oneself. And it's time for you to realize the right time to let me come out and play, because I like to come out and play. It's time for you to realize when to let me drive the boat, so we can be complete, so we can be emotionally complete, emotionally fulfilled. This is giving, let me have fun too. You know what I'm saying? We got two sides to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Let all of us out. Let all of us out. Let all of us out and play and realize us, recognize us, acknowledge us. Acknowledge every single part of us. And we will be fulfilled. 1717. Acknowledge every single part of us. Any other messages? And I'm getting hot. I'm getting hot in here. Now, y'all know, but I will stop because I know, yeah, I'm going to stop. I got the message. I got 3 messages that said stop, okay? That's my 3rd message right here. This is the second one. And the cards pouring down like that was like, all right, we done. Shadow, it says it's time to stop trying to protect yourself, protect your vision. It's time for you to really embody this energy. The only way that you can have this status, this energy, is when you embody all of us. The light, the dark, the love, the hate. That's when you're able to transmute all of that energy. So why not? Why not accept me, value me, appreciate me? This is really giving, this is also giving, like, you gotta have all of us. Look at that. You gotta have all of us. All of us. Everything. So why? Why not? Now, I'm going to pull some of these messages from the Oracle. I wasn't going to pull any, but I really feel guided to just pull a couple cards, because I feel like this was a whole good, you know, the advice. Anyway, any final messages for the collective, Spirit? Yeah, this is going to be messages from Spirit. Any final messages for the collective, Spirit? I just saw 1911. I don't know if 9/11 is an important date to somebody, or if, well, it's an important date for everyone, of course. But I'm just saying, like, that number, it just, I don't know, it kind of almost stepped out and shined for me just now. Any messages for the collective, Spirit? I haven't used these cards in so long, and the same card always comes out. Protect the wild and green. Now, when I get, right now as I'm reading this, it's really like, you know, nature and earth both have light and dark, right? Because that's like more so of the feminine, but it's also like the masculine energy as well, because the fruits are the manifestations, which is masculine energy. But it's light and dark in the wild and green, you know? We got animals that'll eat your ass up versus animals that are very cuddly. It's time for you to protect everything, though. Protect everything about yourself. Look at that. Embrace the feminine. Embrace yourself. Feminine is both dark and light, okay? Life and death. So it's time for you to truly embrace all aspects of the feminine energy right now, collective, and realize that shadow is definitely part of that. The numbers that we got so far is 10 and 32. Those numbers resonate with anybody. Any other messages? Hold on. Let go of the, oh yeah, it's time to make some changes right now. Number 22. It's time to make some changes, honey. And Shadow already said that. It's like, it's no more time, no more hiding. No more hiding me. It's gonna be a new you and gonna be a new us, because we're gonna transmute this energy together. Surrender to the flow. 44. Surrender to the things that are changing. Embrace spirit. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Y'all coming through today. Y'all ain't playing at all. It's time for you to embrace everything. Surrender to the flow. When your shadow self come out, let shadow come on out. Because shadow coming to show you lessons. Shadow is coming to show you the wisdom that you feel like you don't have. The wisdom that you feel like you're going to miss out on for just letting your shadow come on out. That's why it's important for you to gain this relationship with it. Do not fear the unknown. We already talked. That was the first card that came out. Number 7. Do not fear the unknown. Do not fear the unknown. It's okay. You don't got to know everything. You do not have to know everything. It's not meant for you to know everything, as a matter of fact. What else we got, Spirit? It's actually better for you to not know everything. And then we got number 9. I feel like that's like the last card. It's time for you guys to embrace the darkness. Embrace the dark. We are beings filled with both light and dark. So embrace it. Embrace that too. You embrace the light. Why you don't embrace the dark? You know? What's the issue? Any other messages, Spirit? Know that you belong regardless of what you're thinking. You belong and seek your answers within. You got the answers to everything. That's number 19. Number 36. You have the answers to everything. Final messages. You feel like you could be different from people, and that's probably why you've been trying to keep your shadow locked in. But no, it's time for you to realize that it's meant for you to let your shadow out. If people don't accept you, then they're not for you. Respect, look at that. Respect your boundaries. Yes, have boundaries up. And that's another reason why your shadow's here, to help you put up some of those boundaries and make the sacrifice. Make the sacrifice. That's about you killing that ego right there. Not necessarily killing the ego, but humbling the ego. Letting ego know, like, no, shadow can come show too. You come out, why shadow can't come out? So yes, guys, that is it. That is the message. I told y'all, I was like, I got something for y'all. I was very excited because Spirit was like, this is what they need. And I was like, okay, like, I was just talking to them like the other day, and they was just like, yeah, this is what the collective needs. And I was like, whoa. I'm going to be honest, like, I wasn't even talking about y'all. Was I? I don't know. Because I know I was just like, one day I was like, I really want to put out some more readings to help my collective people along their journey, help them heal, and really connect with themselves. And they was just like, oh, okay. You versus shadow. Like, it just came to me. Well, it didn't come to me one day, but they came to me one day with that, and I was just like, I never thought about that. I am going to give it to him, Spirit. Thank you so much, Spirit. Like, I can't thank Spirit enough, because I didn't imagine that it would be so. It was a lot, y'all. It was a lot of energies coming in, and I feel like this was very fun for my shadow, because my shadow was definitely coming out. The anger, the hatred, and it's like, no, because you don't let me. And it's just like, ooh, shadow. But I'm learning, like, myself, like, to allow my shadow to drive the boat, because we got to, like, we in this together, and it's really important for you to have that relationship with your shadow. So, yes, guys, this is the end of the message. This is the end of the reading. Y'all definitely comment below. Let me know how y'all like the reading, how it resonated with you. Don't embody the whole message, because it probably was, the whole reading probably was not for everybody. It probably was just a couple things in here for you. If it don't fit, it ain't your shit. You already know. Also, I would just like to say that I am just look, everything in the description below. Check out my description below. I'm also doing personal readings. I always forget to say that. Like, I guess it might not be meant for me to be doing personal readings. I don't know, but I am also doing personal readings right now. My books are definitely open. You just click the link to my site and book on there. Also, while you there on that site, don't forget to check out some of the products and items and shop with your girl. Don't be playing with yourself out here in these streets, honey, missing out on these goodies. Also, guys, I would just like to say, I appreciate all of your support. I really love you guys so much. I really, really, really love you guys so much. And I hope that I am able to truly help you. I hope that this reading definitely helps somebody. And I know it's going to reach whoever it needs to, because Spirit would not send me on a mission to help somebody if nobody needed to be helped, honey. And I really hope that whoever you are, I hope that this was something that you were able to understand. You know what I'm saying? So yes, that is it. That is the message. And y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Don't be playing with yourself out here in these streets like that, honey. Don't be playing with yourself like that. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel. And what else was I about to say? Definitely comment below, though. I want to know what y'all think. Comment below. If you don't want to comment below, email me. Email me. Let me know what you think. Because I feel like that was, was a lot of energy, and it was very powerful to me. So, yeah. I love you guys, and until next time, I'll try to figure out if I said everything, but I feel like I did. If you would like to get this ring, the link, the info to that is also below. It's a link, and it's also a discount code. I know we all love discounts. Yes. Also, guys, comment below and let me know if you would like to see me read about any other topics, because I'm all for it, especially if it's dealing with healing. Just let me know what you guys think, and yes, love you guys. Bye.